Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Greetings from Cuenca, Ecuador. You guys got to fall back and get an extra hour of sleep. I did not, which is okay. They don't change the time here, but it's a beautiful day, and I'm so glad that Reverend Ann asked me to be with you again today. So, the title of my talk is Now What? Thriving in the Midst of Change. Now, it goes without saying that we've all experienced unprecedented changes in our world in the past year and a half, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and perhaps even physically. Our world has been completely turned on its ear, and we're not quite sure if what we're in now is our new normal or if there's a new normal to come. We're still in the midst of a worldwide pandemic. Global racial tensions are perhaps as high as they've ever been. In the United States, the government, in my opinion, has been failing us for decades, and all around us, we see some sort of financial hardship. But the truth of the matter is that whether we're in the midst of any of that, or in the process of moving, going through a divorce, we've received an unexpected medical diagnosis. A child is leaving the nest. We just got a new job, or perhaps we left or lost one. It's time to enter the next stage of our lives. Our bodies are changing. We're grieving the loss of a loved one. Whatever it is, change is always afoot. But every one of those circumstances, every single one of them, offer us incredible opportunities to gently let go of the old and powerfully embrace the new. It's not just about surviving, but thriving in the midst of change. Yes, we can thrive in the midst of change. So let's take a closer look at that word change. If you were to look in the dictionary, you would see it as a verb, to make or become different, like a proposal to change a law, or to take or use another instead of, like someone deciding to change their name. And you'll also see it as a noun, the act or instance of making or becoming different. And an example of that might be moving from a nomadic society into an agricultural society. Those are more, shall we say, for the purposes of this talk, concrete changes. But the change I'm talking about is the only constant in life, inevitable change. And we don't always get to choose how it comes about or have the ability to control it. Sometimes going through a change, even if unexpected, is easy and seems to have its own natural ebb and flow to it. Other times, it may stretch us just beyond our comfort zone. And then there are those times when every step seems so damn hard. Change is often inconvenient, uncomfortable, unwanted, and most of the time we resist it. We dig our heels in like little kids with, "No, I don't wanna." Well, we've all heard the phrase, everything changes, nothing stays the same. Even the great Buddhist masters say that nothing is permanent. But the fact of the matter is, every great beginning, every single great beginning has been marked by great change. If we dig our heels in and insist on holding tightly to our current reality or circumstances, we deny and block the opportunity, the space, to reach for something new, or for perhaps someone new to come in. When faced with change, we must learn to allow. Yes, we can thrive in the midst of change. So why is the process of change so difficult? Because behind it is usually fear. or shame or anger or guilt or unworthiness. It's all that old stuff, those old stories. I call them lies that we've been telling ourselves about ourselves that are running the program in the background of our subconscious mind. And that fear or anger or shame or guilt or unworthiness, whatever it is, cause us to walk around unconscious and asleep to who we really are, making us believe that we are powerless victims to our current circumstance or change. Embracing change instead of resisting is key. There's a woman by the name of Sarah Blondin. Some of you may have heard of her, and she has a podcast called Live Awake. And one of her meditations on there is called When We Must Endure. And I really, really love this meditation. And I want to read a little bit of it for you, but I invite you to just close your eyes and just take these in as I read these words from Sarah Blondin. She says, "There is a place that one can arrive at only to lie down and surrender. There is a place where prayer is your only comfort. There is a place where we must be cured by the sun and weather. This is not an easy place. Moments where we feel we're being overdrawn are rare," she says. "They are places of great shift and change and rebirth. Only a few of them in our lifetime, if we are so lucky. There is glory here, squinting your eyes in the sun, bracing yourself against the wind, tethered between two branches, skin taut, tight against the forces that reel around you. You are being transformed." Sarah says, "If you listen closely, you will hear your soul is actually singing. How beautiful your soul's great call to growth. There are times in our life when we must endure to be born into more wholeness. Times in our life when we must wait out our great storms of unknown, traverse through unfamiliar landscape, wait in quiet submission and surrender. This is a place where depth grows, where the root is established," she says, "where you are challenged to grow through hard weather." Are you there now, dear one? Are you exhausted from pushing against some unseen force? Are you tired from trying to force an end to where you are now? Are you waiting out a storm within? Open your sheltered heart. Stop curling against it. Let yourself be tied between two branches and rest there. So let's just take a big, deep breath on all of that. And let it out. And you can open your eyes. Working through change, even if difficult or scary or laced with emotions, leads to transformation and helps us more fully move into alignment with our highest vision and purpose. This multidimensional pivot we're in right now isn't the only one we're going to go through in our lifetime. And no matter who or what may have caused it, no matter how long it lasts, no matter how many steps we took in the right direction, only to be followed by disappointing steps in the opposite direction, each time offers us an incredible opportunity to slow down, take a breath, and reflect on who and what is important to us, what really matters, what changes we may need or want to make in our lives. So to help you in that effort, here are 5 simple yet effective steps to help empower you to not just survive, but thrive in the midst of change. Step number 1, take some time to discover what is preventing you from moving forward. Take some time to discover what is preventing you from moving forward. You may find that the thing you're really resisting is totally different than what you thought it was in the first place. Or maybe it's not a thing at all. Maybe it goes deeper into a learned pattern of behavior or habitual pattern of avoidance. Step number 2, identify the specific emotions and feelings you're experiencing around this particular change. Identify the specific emotions and feelings you're experiencing around this particular change, and allow yourself to feel the full range of those emotions, from happy to sad, angry to content, whatever they are. Allow them all to come forth and give them the space needed to breathe. Step number 3, share your emotions and feelings with someone you trust, someone who will hold sacred space for you and allow you to be heard. Share your emotions and feelings with someone you trust, someone who will hold sacred space for you and allow you to be heard. This not only opens the door for heartfelt communication with another person, but you're likely to find that you're not the only one going through those emotions and feelings or going through a similar life change. Step number 4, look for and embrace the lessons and blessings hidden within the change or circumstance. Look for and embrace the lessons and blessings hidden within the change or circumstance. There are always, always, always lessons and blessings hidden within. Your only job is to find them, embrace them, make them your new focus or mantra, share them to help others. Stand firm in the knowing that they are there to serve your highest and greatest good. And step number 5, tap into the positive energy within the things you can control. Tap into the positive energy within the things you can control. And there are lots of things you can control, like daily meditation and prayer, eating healthy foods that nourish from within, getting regular exercise, keeping in touch with beloved friends and family members. You can help a neighbor. You can donate money to a cause doing wonderful things in the world. Focus on being of service to yourself and others. Practicing these 5 steps on a regular basis will help you more easily move through both the unbalanced and steady rhythms and cycles of life. Nothing, my friends, happens to you. Everything happens through you and for you. Change is your call to presence. Lastly, I invite you to think of a time when you went through a change of something that you actually wanted. Maybe it was getting married or having a baby. Maybe it was landing a big client at work. Maybe it was moving into your dream home. Whatever it was, tap into what it felt like at the time and remind yourself that you will feel that way again. This challenging time shall pass, and when it does, perhaps you will find a new talent or strength hidden within the depths of your soul, just waiting to come forth. You might also start taking less for granted and really, really learn to appreciate who and what you have in your life, what really matters. During this unprecedented time in our world, let's come together in our oneness as beautiful beings on this planet, as intricate links in a chain of consciousness. And remember that change is yet another opportunity to practice our spiritual practice. Yes, we can thrive in the midst of change. Let this time of great change remind us of the truth that everything is in, like today's daily word, divine order. So I've written an affirmation for us today. I'll say it once and then let's know this together. In the midst of change, I have the power to not just survive, but thrive. Wherever you are, let's know that together. In the midst of change, I have the power to not just survive, but thrive. Thank you, Unity of Arlington. I am so blessed and grateful to be able to come and speak to you this morning. I still look forward to coming back to your beautiful campus and seeing you all and hearing you all in person. Thank you. Have a beautiful Sunday and namaste.